Hello friends, I hope you do this fine. We got the other door that we're gonna put on that wall. And you follow us for a while. I think I said in a few videos back that I'm gonna put, I'm gonna build another wall down here. But all the way around, we got these slabs, cedar. We put these slabs half sticks on the ground and half sticks out. So that's what I'm gonna put from that post to this post. Same thing like I do right there in the front. And this door is gonna go somewhere down here. The neighbor gave us this door. She saw on Facebook where my wife said we're gonna put a door down here on a chicken coop. So she told us she got one and she gave it to us, and she even got a lock that goes with it. So that make it even better. Well, I'm gonna keep moving. I know you're not gonna want to watch me step by step, but I'll tell you what this is gonna be. This side is gonna face inside. It's gonna be like this. Right there, but like that. So the door, when the door closes, that stops down here. I'm gonna screw this to that post and that post. And probably put a couple 2x4s in here, screw it to this, and screw it to the one goes that way. And they'll be ready for the door. And I just put probably a few 1x4s or two or 1x6s down. But this side is gonna have chicken fins, like this one. Or this one. The reason we put it there so they don't get too hot down here. Well, I'm gonna keep moving, and let you know the progress when far it goes. Alright, my friends, we're back. We working a little bit again down here yesterday. My wife brought lights down here. Chicken gonna be roasting down there, and down here. We also put one little step right there, but I don't think they needed that. Wow, let's put another light right there. And here I gotta put 2 more pieces of slab from here to that corner, from that corner, 1 more piece from that corner to here. So there's 2 more pieces that I gotta pull down there. And then I figured I had to cover all the cracks. Well, now, the reason that looks like a hole down here, because the door is loose down here. I have to dig them out, so I put the slab on the ground half, and the slab is, let's say the slab is like 10 or 12 inches. Well, I put half on the ground and half stick them up. There, you can see it all the way around. And the same thing down here in the front. And we brought these sawhorses down here. We don't know exactly where we're gonna put it yet, but my wife been put these pieces of rock down here so the chicken feet don't get too cold in the winter time. She also brought where it comes on there. She probably gonna hang it on the front door. And I still gotta put like a shell down here. 1 piece of wood down here. Come on this way. I'll put something down here in this corner, something down here in this corner. Probably put a 1x8 line this way, so the chickens can be able to walk down here when they're going to rest. Down here, it's gonna look like this one down here, except the one on the top is gonna be more wide, probably 1x8. I know there was a lot of work down here, but I believe there was a lot of workers. We try to do without buy a lot of material. We use it while we already been saving down here for years. Then my wife brought her painting job that she just found pieces of wood and used all the rest of the paint that she got left from other projects, and she do all this artwork, art paint. I'm not too good at paint. Well, I never tried that hard, but I might be do. But I maybe one day I can try. Well, you see that there's the chicken fins that I told you about. We're gonna put it. What we do down here, we just put a slab in the bottom. I don't know if you can see. And it's already 2 or 6 go that way. So what we do, we put this 2 or 4 and this 2 or 4, and we already have these hinges. I know that ain't the perfect ones for a door, but it works. These hinges is actually for a gate. Here the portion we got the post from, they used to have a gate for the goats and pigs. And we're gonna move all these food containers probably to this room down here, and put a sawdust on the ground down here. You see I put a chicken wire from the top all the way to the bottom. And I got the other piece that cover this area down here. Or piece of chicken fins that gonna cover from this post to this post, from the top all the way to the bottom. Also, we have the lock for this door. The neighbor brought it to us. I think it's down here. Yeah, it is right there. And I'm going to put them in. When I can put that one in, I'll finish there with the chicken fins. And down here, I do the same thing. I put a 4 slab on the ground. Half on the ground, half up. And we're gonna come reinforce it. I got a bunch of slabs that somebody threw away, and I just pick them up because it was cedar. Cedar don't rot too fast. To be honest, I don't think cedar rot. So that's the reason I can put them on the ground, half on the ground, because it lasts a lot longer than any other wood. But yeah, this is another area that I'm gonna reinforce, and when we finish this area, there's a couple spots that probably gonna get more chicken fins from the same place we got it first fins, and try to cover every crack. We try to make it safe as possible, so no animals can get in. Oh, there's another thing down here. I don't know if you remember, in a few videos back, I mentioned that this had to go all the way down, and down here you can see I put the nails, but the fins coming this way. This is where I put a piece of wood so you can see. Then here it is to keep the fins down, because these fins, I'm gonna cover them up with little dirt, but I'm still gonna lay another slab on top. The other slab is gonna be lying right there on top of the fins. This one helps when the animal start to dig the dirt. When they feel the fins, they just quit digging because they know they can't go through the fins. I'll probably, if I can screw the other piece to this, the other slab to this one, I will do it. And that'd be even better. But at the same time, we're gonna do down here. Bring the fin from the top all the way down, and let it stick probably 12 to 16 inches coming this way. So all the way around, that'd be the same. So we're gonna move these food containers to this room. Then we're gonna hang the water and the food from there. Put a chain down. And I believe we're gonna put a tire down here, a big tire, probably 1 or 2, and fill them up with sand, because chickens love that. what they do, they get in there and they scratch all that sand and get it on their feathers. I believe they call it dog's bed or dog bed. I don't know. Some people call it different. But that's what it's there for. So they get in there and scratching, moving around so the dog get in or sand get in their body. And they help them get rid of our mice if they have mice. But there's still a little bit work here and there. But I get people tell me that don't that's a lot of work. And yeah, it is a lot of work. But that's something I enjoy to do. To raise our own chickens, so we got our own eggs to eat, because I love eggs. And this is gonna be the outside part of the door. See down here, that's another little crack that we gotta cover them up. But it's nothing big. I can do that. Or I can do this a little bit at a time. As you follow me for a while, then a lot of people already know that I have a physical issue in my left side of my body. When I have a stroke on February 2021, I pretty much spent the whole year in and out of hospital. And I found out the first time I got in the hospital that my left side of my body, though, there's no strong as my right side. So my left side is more weak than the right side. But I can still move up and down, left and right. I can move it. I just cannot lift stuff with no more than 10 or 15 pounds with my left arm. But I still get things done. That's why it take me so long to do anything, because for me to put one nail, there's the small parts like a nail or screw. Sometimes I drop it 2 times or 3 times before I put them in. But my wife said, let me get it to you. Let me get it to you. And I said, no, I have to prove myself that I can do it. I said, because maybe one day it's nobody around and where I'm working, and I'm gonna have extra hard time. So no, I need to do it myself. If I can get screws in first time with my left arm, Then I try it again and again till I get it done. Like watching our videos. I hope. And you do. Don't forget, like, hit the like button, please, and subscribe, please. I hope I can encourage anyone to maybe see that life is different when you have a physical issue like myself. But just because you have one physical issue, that don't mean you can't do nothing. If anybody else tell you that, tell that wrong. Because my experience, what I experienced after stroke, I don't know if you know, or if I ever mentioned before, I have a stroke. I believe I have a headache, and that was really, really bad. I normally don't go to the emergency room just for a headache, but that time it feels like somebody else try to pull something out from inside out. So they run test after test, and when I asked a question, I said, "Do you find out what happened?" He said, "No. We think we know what it is, but we don't show it 100%. So they tell me they're gonna have to go with a big needle, stick the needle on my spine, and take that liquid stuff out of my spine." They think there was meningitis, but they don't show it 100%. So after they do that, take that stuff from my spine, it hurts really bad. And you can't move because they tell you, well, even they'll tell you, if you move, the big needle can go in the wrong direction and you might be paralyzed. So I don't move, I wait, and when they come with their results, they told me it was meningitis. And he said, the doctor told me that he said, "You gonna be okay, where you gonna have to stay down here probably 3 or 4 days." And I did stay in the hospital for 3 or 4 days. I got out and they gave me a medicine for But they tell me that stuff might coming back, they're feeling. And that was happening around 2016, I think. Well, after that, I keep going to the doctor. Because I'm tearing them, I sweat a lot, even when I'm asleep. And I can walk, but I can't run because I get tired too fast. And I feel like, sometimes I feel like something, somebody sits on my chest. Like I have a heavy stuff on top of my chest. And one doctor told me, he said, you got a heart problem. So she sent me to a specialist, and they run a test and test. And I think they call uh, stenosis. I believe that's what it is. Stenosis. And what happened? The doctor explained to me that the heart pumps the blood out, but when they pump the blood out, they got this part where it's supposed to close like this. When they pump the blood out, they're supposed to close, but mine not close our way. So the blood coming back to the heart, not all the blood, but a little bit of that blood that pumps out coming back to the heart. So that made the heart work extra fast. He explained me this is why I sweat a lot. So I got a whole open heart surgery. I don't know if you see a scar down here. Got an open heart surgery on November 2018. And I told her I'm gonna be okay, but you don't ever know. I feel okay, but from November 2018 to 2021. But before the stroke happened, um, I have one time a weird feeling that I come and work to where my dogs sleep, and I walk this fine, but for a few seconds, my whole body, they can only go to the left. I try to push myself to make my body go to the right, but it feels like it's weak part on my left side from here to my arm. So guys, if you ever have that kind of symptoms, please go to the emergency room and check yourself out. That's safe. It might be prevent you from having a stroke like me, in order to try to, and you see it's blurry, please check yourself. Because you might be have mini stroke, and you can recover that from there faster. But when they find out that I have a stroke, they tell me that was pretty bad. They don't say massive. They tell me it's a bad stroke. But they tell my wife it's massive stroke. Well, after a stroke, and what I can do is exercise and exercise, because they told me it's the only way I'm going to get better. Keep exercise. If I do any time with this arm, like I move the chickens around, because they ain't too big yet, I lift it with this one. But if I carry half the chickens outside, I try to lift it with this left arm. Every time I do it with this one, every time I do it with the right one, I try to do it with the left. So, give my left arm something to do and get strength back. Because I can move it up and down, I can move it right and left. I can do that. I can put it all the way back, but I cannot lift 20 pounds with this, or 15 or 20 pounds up. And I'm not gonna take a chance here. But that's what it take me so long to work on the chicken coop, cause I know it's always gonna be somebody say I can do them one day. And yeah, I used to be work that fast. Before the stroke, I can do them one day. But when you got a physical issue, you have to learn how to do things different. To not take chances, hurt yourself again, because you end up be back in the hospital again. But what I think and I believe that you have to keep your mind on a positive things. You have to believe that you can do it. Because the more you say, I can't, it makes you frustrated when you try to do something and you can't do it. It happened to me. It's things that it's hard for me to do, and sometimes I think, why I do this? But it reminds me of my grandpa. When I get to that point, I say, how am I gonna do this? he always say, it's always another way around. When he tried to explain me that when I was a kid, I don't understand what he means, but now I know. Even he explained me what that means when I get like 10 or 12 years old. Because don't let anybody else try to put you down, tell you, no, you cannot do that. No, you can't. No, you got to have a special tool for that. You can work with what you have. What we do so far, my wife and I, we're working together. She's a disabled. I'm actually sit on her wheelchair. She can walk too, like me, but she cannot stay for, let's say, 15 or 20 minutes. She cannot stand up. She gotta go sit down. I'm a little bit stronger and I can walk. I can walk without a cane, but my left side is still weak. So I had to use my cane on the left side to help my left side get more strong. But when I'm walking, when I put my left leg, my body leans a little bit and I can feel it. But now I understand why my grandpa say it's always one way around. He means that it's every time, the way he explained to me, every time has a solution. Only the thing they don't have solution when you dead and gone. You can no coming back. He said, but sometimes you see things too complicated. He said, it's always a different way to do things. And it's what we do when we so tired and frustrated, try to make things work and they don't work. We just go sit down, calm down, and maybe sit down 30 minutes, and maybe for an hour, take a break, especially right now when it's still hot. Let your body cool down and come on out with a different idea, and you will get the things done. Maybe take you longer than anybody else, but that make you feel better when you build things with your own hands and you don't have to pay somebody else to come and do for you. Or I could have bought a chicken coop already built, but we're talking about $3,000 to $5,000, probably more. The one I like. And there's something I don't have in my hands right now. The reason we do this way, we try to share what we do with other people. I don't say teaching because I'm not, I believe it I say in the videos, but I'm not consider myself that I'm good enough to teach anybody. Because I'm not professional carpenter, I'm not professional plumber, I just figured the things out and doing myself. Well, my wife and I work together. But we get it done. And every time we go in the chicken coop and we see something needs to be done, we do, and every time we do a little bit, it's one step closer. Don't be long, the chicken's gonna be inside. And I will make a video. So I tell my wife I'm gonna sit down there with the chickens. I said I'm gonna turn my music on and sit down there with it, see what they're doing around. See if they go around me and climbing on their roasting area. I still gotta put one little ladder. I think I explained it there on the video. Well, guys, if you like our videos, please like and subscribe. They help our channel grow and they helps me to motivate myself to keep doing more content for you guys to see that even you have a physical issue, that you can still do a lot of things. And I always tell people that you in a situation like me, you need my help, I come and help you. My neighbor, one lives close to her. She used to live down here beside us, but she passed away. But when she was still alive, and I know she was in the bed, I know she can go outside in the yard. So every time I cut my yard, I go cut hers. And she tried to pay me. I said, no, I'm not gonna take it. And I told my wife not to take it either. I said, it made me feel better than I can do something for somebody else. But I believe her and her daughter, one time, I think they make what they call flan, and they gave it to me. But I do not take a pay from my neighbor. I tell her they too much work for me. I say, I gotta be down here, cut my grass. So if I see yours need cut, I just run down there and cut it. You don't even have to come on outside. But she said she looking in the window. And I know it makes her feel good that somebody comes around and do something that needs to be done. Because believe me, when I come home from the hospital, I sit on the chair. Be honest, I used the same lift chair that she used when she was sick before she passed away. So her daughter let me use her lift chair, and I so thankful and appreciate a lot that she do that for me. And now there's another thing that I remember my grandfather say, when you see somebody else needed help real bad, just go ahead and go and help it, because you don't never know when you gonna need help. Maybe not from that person, maybe somebody in their family, or it could be a different person that might be helping you. So guys, I hope you like our videos, and I hope I encourage. My purpose is encourage people and let them know that you can still do a lot of things. Well guys, keep us on your prayers, and maybe one day that I can fully recover from this. So maybe one day I can walk like a normal person. But I really appreciate the other people that praying for me, helping me, do things for me when I was not able to do it. My neighbors, the one lives now on the, where that lady this story, she used to live. When the other lady lived beside us, the one used the lift chair, she passed away. And she was a nice lady to us, so that's what I don't mind to help her. And now that lady's son's wife, the lady's son and his wife, they are neighbors now. And so now their neighbor, there's the one that take me to the doctor's appointments, take me to the hospital, spend a lot of time, take me here, take me there, because I was not able to drive. My wife don't able to drive, especially at night. So I really appreciate it. People do that for me. And that's what when I'm helping. So guys, keep us on your prayers. God bless every one of you guys. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.